friends, and happy October daily catch-up. I have a filter on. I hope I'm not scaring you. But I wanted to make this video fun, and I wanted to explain to you my process. I normally don't have heard that before in other videos, such as December daily catch-up videos. And so what I do is I go on over to my camera roll, and I start printing off pictures. Okay, so the reason why I batch print all these photos is so that I don't have to keep going back and forth to my desk. Back and forth to my printer. I can just print and then head back to my desk and get them all into my album. So now that we've got our pictures printed, let's head on over to my desk and I'll flip this camera around. Okay, so we are back at my desk. And I'm going to, what do they say? Creep in it real. This is my desk. It looks like a disaster has hit it. But it's my desk and it's where I'm working. And it is got October daily stuff. And it's even got some of my gratitude documented in here. So what we're going to do is, the second thing we're going to do is pick up. So let's clean up, because we cannot start getting these photos into this album without kind of having some organization. And okay, so I wanted to show you my desk here. It looks a whole lot better. So I've got my October daily. In this corner, I have my photos that I have pre-printed. I probably still need to print like the day before Halloween and my Halloween party. I've got tons of little trinkets here. And then off to this side is some like ephemera that I want to use. So this is a boo bag that my friend from Germany sent me, Annika. And then these are from an ice cream parlor that my family went to. My friend Linda gifted me this card in case I wanted to use it. This is packaging. These are pretzels that were given to me by my friend Risa. This was given to me by Annika. It was chocolate from Germany and it was so good. And then my friend Kim die cut me a whole bunch of little pieces that I wanted to include. So I'm keeping this there. And then we had an October daily Zoom. And my friend Florence prepared this digital for the girls in the class. This is my October daily. My pictures, my paper trimmer. Okay, so before I start, I also wanted to do have you look at this October daily prep notebook that I had started just with the letter to October. My friend Alex got me this for a Happy Mail swap, and it's got Halloween movies, Halloween food, because you know I'm always doing something spooky in Halloween. Halloween activities, local activities, October prep, Halloween Happy Mail, who I had to send some Happy Mail to. And then day one, I started off well, and then it went to crap. Here are the activities that I did in October. And so I wrote them down. And so when I'm going through these photos, I know that I'm not going to, oh my God, I can't believe I just got pinned on that. But I'm not going to, be scrolling through my cell phone to try and figure out what activity came next or what date came next, because I have it here. And so I'm going to refer back to my list of activities that we did in October. So this is for you ladies who don't scrapbook in real time, which is me, because I'm out there obviously doing all these Halloween activities. So I keep that handy just for good measure. I'm going to bring out my October daily, and I'll do a flip through of this soon. But the tricky part is always figuring out, okay, where did I leave off and where can I start? So here is where I left off. As you can see, I posted this in my stories. I have to do my journaling here, but I always do my journaling kind of at the end of the layout. I need journaling here and maybe a spooky word here. So I'm going to embellish these later, and I'm going to pick up here where I left off. And if the back side of the paper works, it's to my advantage. If it doesn't work, then I need to paste a photo on here or put a different piece of pattern paper, or just start off with the blank white cardstock covering that. I got some Halloween mail there, a Halloween mail this date, and so that could work. So I think I might do that in order to save this paper. Okay, so I have this photo. I have the ghost photo. And they both make sense. And so I'll have to just move them around. And I kind of like to leave a border around my photo. Of course, this one is, I'm not worried about the bottom border because I'll probably put an embellishment. So I think this one will work because there's little ghosts flying around behind her. I really like Tombow adhesive, the permanent adhesive over the removable. If you can read there, it says removable, because I don't want these photos to move. I want them to stay put. And so I'm just going to center it in the middle and double check that I don't have any more photos in this stack that belong to this date. And these are the photos I ended up with the day that we took this photo of her and the ghost. We opened up some Happy Mail. So I may not use all of these. I really don't know. But what I do know is that now I have to figure out, do I want to use this piece of paper on my other side? I don't know. And is this too many photos of me, right? Can I create a pop-up here? Maybe I can. Okay, so I believe what I'm going to do is, in order to save myself another whole layout here, is I'm going to connect these. And how I'm going to do that is with some white cardstock, which I believe I have a pair here. And so what I want to do is just to create like a folder, if that makes any sense. So I am going to actually, I could bend it there and keep this photo in here. And that could be my book. And this could be my holes here. Right? So this would pop open. I could put me and Lily here. And I can still hole punch here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am pretty much going to create an out. I'm going to create a fold out, I guess is what you call it. And then I embellish last. I have some black here on Lily's photo, so I don't really care for that. So I think I'm going to have to cut that off. Yeah, the black is gone now. And so I like to leave a small border around my photos, but in this situation, I had to cut that off and there's a little bit black here. So I probably won't keep a border on her photo. And, you know, what are you going to do? You just roll with the flow. Because it is November and we need to finish this October daily. Right? I'm going to put you on hold. I had ran out of adhesive. And so what I want to do is get the adhesive down. And then we'll embellish after. This one happens to be tricky. This is some very strong tape from, goodness, very strong tape from, from Daiso. And so usually I can just rip, but I have to use this here. Oh, hopefully. Of course my phone's gonna die. All right, I'm gonna leave this open space here because I like to create pockets. Hopefully you guys can't hear my husband and son in the background. They're down the hall, but who knows what they're doing. Okay, so I am going to put that down. That's my new mug. And I think I can trim off a little bit here on this side so that it's kind of equivalent. And again, I just kind of eyeball it. And I think that looks about right. And so now I have to decide, do I want these pictures inside or do I want them out here? And where will my journaling go, right? So you always have to keep that in mind. I could also just type up a whole story here if I wanted to. Whatever you would like to do, you can certainly do. But for I like to create pockets. So maybe I'll create a pocket here using that same paper. So let's get this. And I like to hide my journaling too. And the reason I like to hide my journaling is because it's not really for the world to see, even though I share my children with you guys here. And they don't have a choice because this is my hobby, right? And I mean, for the most part, like my middle daughter, she doesn't like to be photographed. So I take that as a cue that she doesn't want to be really in my albums. And I try and limit her in my albums because I am respecting her space. And so I'll just put that there. Okay. And like I said, I kept a spot inside here to hold my journaling. Or I can just make my pocket and keep it in here. So let's find this paper. Let's see if I kept the other half of that sheet. I did. Okay, so out of the 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I had for this, I ended up with this. So now I have to figure out how can I create a pocket with this that's going to fit here. Or do I want to just add this here, which also kind of looks fun, right? And this is going to be a whole separate day here. So I'm kind of liking all of these ghosts together. And of course, like I don't measure, so I could possibly just glue it down. Oops, glue it down and then cut. But it feels like I don't need that much. So let's cut it here. So I know where I need to trim. Right by that little slit. And I know I needed to take a little bit off of the side. I don't want to mess it up. And I told you I never measure, right? So I'm just going to take off a tiny, tiny bit. Barely anything. We'll see if that helps. I barely took anything off. And it looked like it works. So let's lay it down. And I know this is a long video. I am so sorry. But sometimes you have to see the process, right? To learn. At least I would have never known how to do this unless I watched some scrapbooker do it, right? We all get inspiration from one another. until we build our own style. And then once you build your own style, you kind of know what you like and what you don't like. And so I'm just trying to get it very close to the edge. And it looks like it worked. It's barely coming over. So now we need a pocket here. We need an embellishment here. What can we use to make our pocket? We can use vellum. Vellum is always a good idea. And I just happen to have some vellum here. And so I'm just trimming it down, and I might have to trim it down some more. And so I am now going to cut it. Where did I make that slit? And I want it to be a diagonal pocket. So let's see if I can make that happen here. And so I have a square, and I'm cutting this off because I'm hoping that can be my pocket. And I can have my photos in there. That will work. So what I'm going to use for this is some slim double-sided tape. And that's how thin it is. And I want to get the sides. So I'm going to bring my double-sided tape as close as I can. Probably should have did a better job at that. But I am not a messy scrapbooker, but I feel like, you know, I want to go on to the next project, right? So we are going to go with the flow and keep trucking along. All right, so we have our pocket glued down, and it may not look pretty, but we can certainly cover that up. So we now have a pocket, and our photos can now go in this pocket. And we need a journaling card in here. Well, one of these 4x6s work. Let's see what else Simple Story has, since we're using that collection today. The ghosts are cute. Hey, boo. You're the best, boo. So I kind of feel like we should use something ghosty. Orange is always good, and so is green, and of course so is black. I do like to use a lot of black. Because we can have these sticking out of our pocket as well, and we can also journal on them. So that one will work, as well as this little one. I really, really love that candy corn tag. I like the the candy corn in this collection. And so we are going to cut these out and of course add them in here. We're just going to have a whole bunch of stuff in here because this is our pocket. And then we want to bring out our embellishment tray. I also feel like I want to add some gold to this. I am a sucker for adding like yarn, ephemera, all that good stuff. If you've been following me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how I'll make it work, but we'll see. Hi there. So I sped up this part of the video just because I'm just looking through the ephemera pack, the Simple Stories ephemera pack for spooky nights, and seeing what pieces of ephemera will work with my layout. Okay, I have my journaling, and I am going to hopefully cut it correctly. And it looks like this, and it is a sticker. And I'm hoping to put it on the back side of this. So let's see if I can do that. There you go. There's my journaling. How cute is that, right? And my layout is complete. And then here's my pocket. I created this. It says Happy Mail. And I have my pictures inside, my tags, and then my journaling, all in this pocket. But I will tell you what I did forget. I did forget the inside, so let's do that together. Okay, so we have the inside of our Happy Mail, and we are not going to get too technical here because we are calling it a day. Okay, so we are in the home stretch. I'm going to just embellish these last 2 pages with not too much embellishments, but just enough. A cluster of embellishments there. We got our little kitty cat, and we need a little flap And I saw Heba do this on one of her Halloween posts. So I think we'll just do that there. And we need to cover him so he's not sticking. To whoever is going to be flipping this around. If you are still here, thank you for being here. Okay, friends, so we are done with this layout. Thank you for being here still and sticking around. Lots of pockets, lots of photos, and journaling. I will just give you a little peek at the 2 photos that are inside here. And I have now documented my day. This was super fun. Thanks for joining in the process of how I get my pictures and my memories of the Halloween season in my October daily. Thanks for watching. Hi friends, I would love to know, did this video help you? Are you still working on your October daily? Let me know in the comments below, and have a wonderful day. Bye.